Here we go again. Yo, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, with the only, the indelible one. We call him
DBL Nixon House.
And of course, the queen of the castle, the queen of stocks. She is the best. DBL Moms. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And before we get started, we want to just let you know that this is a show and it is not financial or stock advice. We are not stock or financial advisors. It's just a show. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And we want to let you know that you should probably want to subscribe to our channel. So go ahead and subscribe on YouTube if you'd like. And you could also follow us on X.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
And also you can follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
Okay, so if you're following us on YouTube, you would have seen our video that we put out last night where we were talking about CPOP, C-P-O-P. Well, CPOP has already gone up since last night when we put the video out, 97%. It is the leading gainer. It is at a strong resistance level underneath it, 321. It needs to break 321. But here's the good news. It did form a descending wedge. A descending wedge is usually a reversal pattern for a bullish move, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to keep an eye on it as it toys with the 321 level. And we're looking for it to potentially break upward. That's what we want. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're wishing for. So we're watching and it's pushing. And will it pump? Will it pump? Will it squeeze? Will it do a high test? It has hit a high of 343 this morning. It has already been up 97%. It has a major rejection right there. So we will move on to the next ticker that we're watching, which is TAOP. We'll come back to CPOP. We're going to come back to CPOP, TAOP. TAOP, let's go take a look at it. And it is forming a cup. Will it form a cup and handle? Does not have a lot of volume. Let's take a look at the specifics on it. Toping, I guess it's called Toping, launches new enhanced AI powered smart terminal, and it only has a 1.33 million float, and it already has a volume of 5.9 million. So we will keep an eye on this one as well. But it is currently below VWAP. VWAP would be right here at around $1.25. $1.25. Let's go and take a look at some other tickers. AGBA. AGBA has been parabolic in the past on news of a merger with Triller, which is a company similar to TikTok, and they also have involvement with that bare knuckle company that is partially owned by Conor McGregor, and we can see that it's trying to curl up. AGBA, it's currently only up $5.85. It did go parabolic on April 18th when just before we called it. The float is on the heavier side at 15 million, and it does not have a lot of volume at this moment. So, side chart, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you'd like to share, you could always share the stream. And if you'd like to join us in our Discord so you can get our picks super duper early, you could go ahead and click the link, which is in the description, or
the pinned comment section.
Yes, sir. And we have a special going on for people that want to look into what we do in the Discord and watch us cook in real time. And that special is 99 cents for 7 days. And then it's $39.99 per month thereafter. It's a situation where we call a lot of bangers.
A lot of time.
And you can see it for yourself. Don't believe me? See it with your own eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, so far this morning we've called CPOP, which has hit 97%. SGD was called yesterday, and it's already up 44% today, and it was up yesterday as well. TAOP was called in the Discord. It went up 88%, and that's just the way we do it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's keep going. Let's keep cooking. Some people want to know about IVP. It looks very bearish at this point. Very bearish. Let's go take a look at the 5-minute chart. I mean, it's trying to hold itself up, but the problem is it's got a triple top, so that would be indicative of a flusheroo. Let's get the graffiti pencil out so that we can do that. So we got a top over here at the 5-minute. We got a top over here. That would be a double top. Boom, boom. And then we got another top over here, which is a triple top. So if that is the case, unless it gets volume, we think it might do this. We don't like that. We don't want it to do that. But it does not really have any news other than a reverse split. It does have a low float, but it currently has very little volume. You can see that the volume situation is under 5,000 shares. It would need a lot of volume. What it does have going for it is that it is not in the overbought area of the RSI. But again, a triple top is usually a pretty strong indication of a potential flush. Flush, and we hope that's not the case. But, you know, like I'd like to say, what have you done for me lately? IVP, what have you done for me lately? Show me the volume. Show me a run, and I'll come back and talk to you. There is a channel here, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of a channel situation here. Let's go and take a look at this. We could create a channel right here on how. And this would be an area of, at this point, of significant resistance, which is around $4.94. And it would need to really break above 525 and then again get above these figures right here, 564, to show me that you're trustworthy. Show me that you're trustworthy. Otherwise, I don't want to talk to you at this juncture. Let's take a look at INOD. INOD was a stock that we did a video on. 23 million float, heavy float, but it had strong news. Let's get rid of some of the old drawings. Let's get rid of some of the old drawings. Yes, indeed. Let's do that. Boom. 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 Okay, and we see that it is trying to form a double bottom on very low volume. We're going to put a alert over here just to keep an eye on it because it had pretty strong news and potentially there could be a continuation on this one. Let's see if it does continue. We don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Side chart. I nod. Side chart. I nod. I nod. I nod. No, I'm not nodding. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. We had AIXI had a little bit of a burst of energy earlier in the day, earlier in the morning, and now has been selling off. It has been selling off. It failed its double bottom over here and continued to sell off, and now it is barcoding. So you're not schmexy at all, not even a little bit. No. No. Jeff Brands, JFBR. This is a micro float stock under a 1 million float, but it is 2 barcoding. It did have news, I believe. Jeff Brands received NASDAQ minimum bid price notification on April 30th. So there's no news on it, but it has to meet minimum bid price. So we have that going on, and right now it's only selling at 23 cents. It needs to go up. It needs volume, and we're going to keep this on a side chart, ladies and gentlemen. Side chart. Yes, sir. We're going to keep it on a side chart just because of the low volume, just because of the low float. That's why we're going to keep it on a side chart. Let's go back to CPOP. CPOP is curling. CPOP. High test. So what's going on with CPOP? Here's what's going on with CPOP. CPOP showed some pretty incredible earnings. Let's go ahead and take a look at the report that came out yesterday in after hours. Click it so I can take a look at the report. Right there, that one. Click that one right there. Yeah, that one. Okay, so here's the deal. It is a China company, micro float, under 2 million shares, a little over 1 million shares to be exact. Pop Culture Group. And it basically is now 103%, ladies and gentlemen, 103%. It has an increase of 12.75 million compared to the previous year. Physical earnings up 113%. Ladies and gentlemen, the leading gainer of the morning, and it hit 113%. And if you were following us and subscribed to our YouTube channel, you would have seen this video that came out last night before that happened. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're enjoying the content and you're getting laughs out of it and anything else that you're getting out of it, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Share. Much love if you share. We appreciate that so much. Mucho macho. So that's what's going on right now. We're going to keep an eye on CPOP. It is obviously a little extended after that pump. So we're going to keep an eye on it and see what it does. Right now, another level formed at 361 right there. So we're going to get our graffiti pencil out. Graffiti pencil is activated, ladies and gentlemen. Activate graffiti pencil. And now we're getting a little bit of a pullback, and this could be a setup for another potential run, or it could end up flushing. We need it to stay in this area over here and pull up. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go to a longer time frame, and CPOP has run in the past. It reminds me a lot like G-Sun.
G-Sun.
Yo, remember G-Sun that we called a couple of days ago, and it ran parabolic? This is what this one reminds me of. Hey, check this out. We called it, when was that? That was February, and we called it just before it went all the way up to $9.67. We're not saying it's going up to $9.67. We're just saying that it's got the potential, right? It's parabolic. It's been parabolic. And this is not advice, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a show. We're having fun with you. We're having fun with you. Right now, it is a channel situation. It's channeling after a nice little squirt, a little spurt. It's like a volcano, ladies and gentlemen, and it may be doing an ABCD. Let's see if it holds up. Let's zoom in. This is the 1 minute. This is a lot of top tails. We don't like top tails. We like the bottom tails. Until we see some bottom tails, it's not that schmexy right now. I know you went up 113%, darling, but unless you give me a little bit of bottom tail, yeah, you know what I mean? Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. 5 minute chart. Let's take a look at the 5 minute chart. And it's a bit of a doji on the 5. We want to see this doji turn into a hammer. A green hammer with the top of the hammer here and a bottom tail at the bottom. But we're going to keep an eye on it. Again, we had that descending wedge reversal, 100%. It actually did exactly what we thought it was going to do. We love when a plan comes together. Ladies and gentlemen, a plan came together there. We're still keeping an eye on it. We want to see this doji turn into a green hammer. Can it do it? It doesn't have a lot of volume just yet. It has really been overextended on the 5 minute and also the 1 minute, but it looks like it may give us a green. It's giving us a green hammer with a bottom tail. Is it pushing up? Next resistance level would be 361. We need to see it break through 361 with authority. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the 1 minute. 1 minute chart. Let's take a look and see, is this a false breakout or will it continue to go parabolic? We're waiting to see what's going on. It needs volume. We're looking at level 2. Level 2 is all over the map right now, but it needs more volume. 114. It might be a false breakout. We're waiting. And it looks like level 2 has a lot of activity on the bid and ask. We could see that the RSI is starting to move into the overbought area. We do have a lot of big, chunky green candles in the volume, though.
Yes, sir.
We have that. We need to see if it can break away from 361. Otherwise, we could see it pull back again. It is super extended on the 1 minute. And if we go into the 5 minute chart, 5 minute chart, you can see that it is super extended from the descending wedge reversal, bull reversal that we were looking at earlier. It is still within this channel, this zone. We want to see it break 361. We certainly don't want it to go below 444. We don't want it to go below 444, and we want to see it break out. Now, again, on the 5 minute, it is forming a doji again, and a doji is turning red, so that is problematic. We need to see a bottom tail form. So we're going to keep an eye on it for a second to see what's going on. But if you don't get schmexy, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we do. We keep on trucking, keep on moving, and we'll come back. But you know what I'm going to do, DBL? I'm going to put an alert over here, but the alert's not going to work because it's pre-market, but we'll put it in there. Anywho, because it's going to be regular hours in about 16 minutes. All right, so let's go to IVP. Somebody asked about IVP. Let's go take a look at it. And again, we saw it as a triple top. It hasn't completely flushed yet, but it looks like it's forming a flusheroo. So, you know what I like to say about that? What have you done for me lately? IVP. All the news is that it had a reverse split. It is certainly a micro float at under 1 million, but right now it has formed a triple top on the 5 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. And again, on the 1 minute, it also looks like a triple top, and it looks like it's starting to break down. It is below the 200 EMA. It's close to the VWAP. So hopefully it can recover, but so far it looks like a triple top, and it looks like it's breaking down. It is sad, it is unusual, but we will keep on trucking and keep on looking. We are on the Serengeti, ladies and gentlemen. We are lions prowling for the gazelles. Gazelles, you're in trouble. You're in trouble because we're prowling. Let's go to TAOP, 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 ladies and gentlemen. TAOP had a little bit of a pop and a big drop. And right now it's up 44%. It launched a new enhanced AI-powered smart terminal. But again, what have you done for me lately? Let's take a look at AGBA. AGBA seems to be curling up. AGBA, boom, chakalaka. And it's curling up on low volume, and it's currently up 6.73%. It's moving very slowly. But again, this has been an earner for quite a while. Let's go and take a look at it on a longer time frame. Let's go back 20 days, and you can see that it has really moved quite a bit. This is way back on the 18th. We called it right around here at around 60 cents, and it went from 60 cents to $4.29 as a high. Ladies and gentlemen, who does that? We do. Who does that? We do. We do. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how, doubles.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, team. CPOP. CPOP. Let's see what's going on with CPOP. Here we go. Here we go. CPOP. Are you popping or dropping? CPOP is still trying. On the 1 minute, it is still trying. It could conceivably be forming a flat top over here as a potential breakout, but what I don't like about it is it has a lot of top tails on the 1 minute. Let's take a look at it at the 5 minute. 5 minute, it does have news, and again, we have a situation where the candle is a doji. We need it to be a hammer with a tail bottom. The bottom tail is sexy. It's schmexy.
Whoa.
We need bottomness, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get my graffiti pencil out, and I'm going to form a channel. Channel time.
By the way,
Yeah.
the box says you are a legend. Thank you.
I am a legend in my own mind. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. My friend. I think I chatted with him earlier in the Discord in the support. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are keeping an eye on CPOP to see if it pops again. See that dad joke? I got a ton of those dad jokes. You know why? Because I'm a dad, yo.
Aha.
I have to have them in my cards. In my cards. Okay, what else are we looking at? Let's take a look at G-Wave. 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 Does that even have news? G-Wave. Let me see. What's the deal with G-Wave? G-Wave. GWAV. GWAV is up 31%. And Green Wave Technology Solutions expects to process record volume of steel and copper with revenues exceeding 40 million. 40 million. And it has a float of 13 million and a volume of 71 million. But it looks like it has a lot of top tails over here, so we will put it on a side chart. Side chart, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to...
Ether says, morning all. Good morning, Sean.
Hey, Sean, good morning, brother. I know you did some successful CPOP trading earlier.
Yes, sir.
That made me happy to hear. So let's go, baby. All right, CPOP is curling. Curl, baby, curl. Come on, CPOP. Come on, CPOP. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Break that 366. Break it. Break it. Break it so we can make it. It's up 115%, ladies and gentlemen. And the volume is starting to come in. We are still before the 9:30 bell. Ladies and gentlemen, did you catch the video we did on CPOP yesterday in the evening before the parabolic 115% run? I don't want to say anything, but if this runs, would you share the stream, ladies and gentlemen? If it runs again, would you share? Because it seems to be pumping. It seems to be pushing on the 5 minute. Let's see what it's doing on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, can we have an ABCD? Can we have an ABCD pattern, ladies and gentlemen? Can we do this? Let's get the graffiti pencil out. Can we have one of these? 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Right there. Ha, 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 ha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha, 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 ha. A, B, C, D. Ha, 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 ha. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Give me some love, baby. CPOP. CPOP with news. Once again, the volume on it is extraordinary. 15 million shares trading hands in pre-market, and the float is only 1.7 million. Ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it, 117%, and it's pushing, it's pumping, it's squeezy, nice and easy. Squeezy, nice and easy, 120%.
Here says that video is what got my attention to CPOP.
That's right. Fire, baby. I'm glad. I hope you made a lot of greenage, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, top tail.
Good morning, Ray.
What's up, Ray? Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
All right, we got a top tail on this one, but it's, wait a minute. We would like the bottom tail. Come on, reverse. It's extended. We know it's extended. Ladies and gentlemen, we know it's extended. So we're going to keep an eye on it. It's pushing. It's back up to 120%. Ladies and gentlemen, it is certainly extended on the 1 minute. It does have news. It is coming close to the 9:30. So usually a lot of times what happens is these stocks will run before 9:30. They get everybody excited for 9:30, and then they do a reversal. And it drops. And then it goes up later on. But I'm not saying that's what's going to happen because I don't know. I'm not a professional.
No.
I'm just... I don't know. I'm a funny guy. I'm a funny guy. This is entertainment. Da. Hey! Woo, baby. Do your own due diligence. I'm just saying.
Ray says it's getting schmexy. DVL moms, where's the espresso?
Ray, it is getting schmexy, and I do have my espresso. So, you know what? Thank you for the reminder. I'm going to have a little bit... that's right. We had it with Bustelo. I'm not even awake yet. I need my espresso. Not even a little bit. I'm not hyper, ladies and gentlemen. This is low speed. If this runs, I'm going to really get excited. But right now we have a couple of top tails. Let's see what it looks like. It looks like it's giving us the A, B, C, D, right? A, B, C, and it went to D kind of, but it's not all the way up yet. We needed it to squeezy, nice and easy. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. And on the 5 minute, it is forming a top tail. We don't need that. We need it to hold support at 361 if it is going to pull back. Pullbacks are normal. And of course, in the RSI, it is overbought. It's been moving like a Dickens, ladies and gentlemen. So if it pulled back a little bit, it wouldn't be that much of a surprise. We want to see it stay above the 361 mark right here. And even better would be 366 and a reversal, so then it can go back with a little bit of a pullback and go back up. But we've had a high of $3.80 so far. We're going to come back to you, CPOP. So far, you have been very, very schmexy. Someone wants to know about IVP. Let's go take a look at IVP. IVP has triple topped. Again, the news on this is that it did a reverse split. And it's under 1 million shares, but it has basically, for the most part right now, shot its load. It's not being very schmexy so far. 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, and you can also see it on the 5 minute. 5 minute, and we predicted that it would start to flush down, and so far it's flushing down. We hope that it can reverse. We want it to reverse. We like seeing stocks go up, not down, but so far it doesn't look schmexy. If we zoom in, you could see that it's going to have significant resistance right around VWAP, which is around $4.95. And we have that trend, that level of resistance, that key level right there, right around the same area. And it would need to reverse, break through that, break through 526, and then get past these triple tops. Those triple tops are annoying because they're very bearish. And we could potentially see this flush all the way down to the $4 mark. I hope that doesn't happen. But so far, IVP, ready? What have you done for me lately? No news other than the reverse split. Let's go back to CPOP. CPOPin. What's going on with it? Let's see on the 1 minute. And again, it is moving towards the overbought area on the RSI, but we are seeing some volume coming in, and it has been generally moving in an ABCD pattern. We need to see more volume come in to give it more of a push upward. We will come back to you. Right now, you're up 117%, 118%. We're going to go take a look at TAOP. TAOP is also another stock that is on our side chart, but again, it did an uppie and a downy, so not particularly schmexy. Yesterday's grinder that we called, that went up 59%. We did a video on it 2 days ago. I nod. We did a video on it just before it went up 59% yesterday. Again, a lot of thickness on the stock, 23 million shares, but they had good positive earnings, and that's why we did the video the day before, just like we did the video the day before CPOP ran this morning. 120%. 120%. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the big runners of this morning, but it's certainly been called many, many more in our Discord. So if you want to join our Discord, go ahead and join our Discord. And for free, you guys could simply share the stream. So sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. CPOP. I even like the name. CPOP. 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 It is a Chinese stock. Chinese stock. Low float. And it has a history. It has a history of running parabolic. Now, it's been running before 9:30, so it's super extended. Maybe it runs some more, but it needs to pull back. No? DBL, does it need to pull back?
A little bit.
Yeah, but it's still, I don't know, it's still kind of schnazzy. I don't know. I mean, it's doing some schnazzy things, doubles. So we are going to definitely keep an eye on it. Again, a lot of top tails. We don't like the top tails.
We like the bottom.
We're all about the bottom. All about the bottom. It's pulling back.
Ray Sicoli says, how's TAOP doing?
TAOP did a little bit of a round trip action, TAOP, so we're not too happy with it. But here's the deal. It looks like it's trying to curl to VWAP. VWAP's around $1.24. And here's the deal. It has news of launching a new enhanced AI-powered smart terminal. The float is really, really low at 1.33 million. And the volume is not horrible for pre-market. It's at 7 million. So we're going to certainly keep an eye on it. It's testing VWAP. It looks like it's tickling VWAP.
Ooh.
So maybe we'll get some activity.
Tickle?
What I didn't like was this major pop and then this drop. I think it actually ran, 80 some odd percent? 88% was the high. But it does have news. It's a low float stock, and it does have volume. And if it has volume, you know I love volume. And there's only one thing I love more than volume is a bottom. Tail! A little bit of tail from the bottom. DBL moms, easy.
Whoa.
Careful. I'm talking about the candlestick pattern, DBL moms. Down, Tigris. Down, little Tigris.
Woo.
Down, you little tiger, you. Down.
Right
Okay,
there.
TAOP is definitely a stock that we're going to keep an eye into the bell. The bell is going to be ringing in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And we're going to definitely keep an eye on TAOP. We had a pullback on CPOP. We had a pullback on CPOP. Yes, we did. And again, we suspect that there would be a pullback as we got closer to the bell. Maybe even a drop, maybe a dip, and maybe a later rip. That would be kind of a situation that you would see at the bell a lot of times. People will profit take at the bell. So if they bought it last night, and they're coming in at 9:30, they're selling and taking profits. That's not unusual. I don't know who sang that, but I just figured I'd go there. Was that Tom Jones? Man, I'm really old. That was Tom Jones. If you guys recognize that song, type it in the chat. I think it was Tom Jones. Man, that is an old song. That is a real old song. We need this. We need CPOP to try to hold 361. I could see it dipping. It looks like it's forming a bearish type of pattern over here, but we want it to go up if possible. It did do an ABCD. We want it to continue with the ABCD, but again, it is super extended on the 1, super extended on the 5, and a pullback would not be unreasonable. And you could see that there are a lot of top tails on the 5-minute. This particular candle right here is a doji. We would need for it to turn into a green hammer with the head on the top and the tail on the bottom. That's what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we would like to see. All right, let's go and take a look at some other low float tickers. We called SGD yesterday in our Discord, and it went up 80 some odd percent, and today it was up around 40%. It is a sub-dollar stock. stock. Those are always super volatile. But right now it's pulling back. So not particularly schmexy at this juncture. There was a ticker that I was looking at. I don't like the chart per se, but it is a micro float under 1 million shares. I think it's around 500 million shares. Jeff Brands, JFBR. It is a e-commerce company from Israel, and they need to meet minimum bid price. Okay, CPOP seems to be running. Let's go and see what's going on with CPOP. Ladies and gentlemen, CPOP. What's going on with CPOP? Is it going to pop? Is it going to drop? What's happening? What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, CPOP is in the channel. And again, we anticipated it pulling back. We need for it not to go down too far. We want it to hold this area right over here, 342, and go up. Otherwise, it might do a Flushosaurus Rex, at which point we will start to look for another ticker to check out. All right, let's see what's going on with IVP. IVP has been hitting the monitor. Okay, it is approaching strong resistance at the VWAP. It needs to break VWAP over here to become schmexy. Again, we have a triple top over here. Will it get the volume that it needs to move? I don't know. We will come back to you later. CPOP. Let's go to CPOP, and CPOP has a top tail. We don't like top tails. We like bottom tails. That's on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute and see what's going on the 1 minute. Okay, it's trying to move upward. We're going to keep an eye on you, CPOP. I'm going to put a little bit of a alert over here. A little bit of an alert at 365 so that if we hear a ring, we'll go with it. But it looks like it's selling off as we had predicted. It needs to really get above this level right here, 343. And we did see that sell off. So it did that dip. Now does it do a future rip? That's what we want to know. We got the dip part right. Now does it rip? We need to see it rip. DBL moms, we need to see it rip. We need to see it move. We need to see it go in the other direction. Yes? Yes. 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 She said yes. G-Wave. Let's go to G-Wave. 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 Okay, G-Wave is an 8-cent stock, super risky simply because of its price. It's up 30%. Green Wave Technology Solutions expects to process record volumes of steel and copper with revenues exceeding $40 million in 2024. It is a 13 million float stock, and the volume is 80 million, but right now it is selling off. So G-Wave, what have you done for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen, CGD is a curling. Let's go take a look at CGD. We called this yesterday in our Discord, and we actually mentioned it in our live stream yesterday, and it went up in the 80% mark, and right now it is up 31%. It was up over 40%. We will certainly be keeping an eye on it. I want to see it break a level over here. So let's get the graffiti pencil out. Up, CPOP. What's going on, CPOP? CPOP, what's going on? I just got an alert. Oh, that dip and rip. Didn't we say something about a dip and rip? Did we say something about a dip and rip? Oh my goodness, it's a top tail. We don't like the top tail.
We like the bottom.
Give me some bottomage. 122. Give me a little more. 125, 130, 131, 134. I don't want to brag, ladies and gentlemen, but sharing is caring. Yeah. Sharing is caring. Did we say it was going to dip and rip? Doubles. We said dip and rip. Dip and rip. Dip and rip. No top tails, baby. Come on, give me a little more. Give me a little more sunshine. Break the $4. $4, $4, $4. Can I have $4? Can I have $4? Come on. What a nice move, though. How much did we say it went? 100 and what, Mama?
134.
134%, and it is still a nice green candle. It's nice green volume candle over here, and it's not in the overbought area yet. Let's go, baby. Break $4. Give me 137%, 141%. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 420. We want 420, yo. 420 for the memes. Yep. Let's hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, 420 for the memes. Pullback, reasonable. Let's keep an eye on it. It's certainly extended. It's looking schmexy. Ray said it's looking schmexy. Hey. Holy moly, you're right. It did look schmexy, and it's forming a bottom tail. That's got a whole lot of bottom tail over there, ladies and gentlemen. 420, 420, 418, you little tease you. CPOP, I still love you. I still love you. Come on, CPOP, do what you can do. Up, top tail. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute chart. It looks like it's going to reclaim that top tail. Let's go, baby. Give me some more. You are super extended. You gave me the ABCD. You gave me the descending wedge. You broke the channel.
You gave it to me.
You gave it to me. How they going to give it to you?
You gave it to me.
How they going to give it to you? How much you spent on it? How much?
I didn't spend nothing. I gave it to me.
420.
420.
We need this to go to 420, ladies and gentlemen. It might pull back. I mean, listen, that was quite a rip. But it's the next 5-minute candle, and the next 5-minute candle seems to be making its way back up. And I'm going to create a level. I'm going to do an alert at 420 just because we need memes. We need the memes created at 420. 420, come on, come on. It's super extended. It would be lovely if it went to 420, but there's a lot of top tails, so it may just pull back. But we're going to keep an eye on CPOP because it's the best show in town at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the humanity of it. The humanity of it. Top tail on the 5. We don't like that. We don't like that. We like the bottom tails.
Bottom tail.
Bottom tails.
Bottom tail.
Actually, that's the channel song. Channel time, channel time, channel time. Which reminds me, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. It don't cost you a dime.
Subscribe.
And if you're not following us on Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money on Twitter. And if you're not following us on Twitch,
At Coach Nick Money.
at Coach Nick Money, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it's not done yet. It's holding, well, it's kind of trying to hold $4. A lot of top tails. That's concerning. And the fact that we have this huge run up over here, huge, but it has not hit the area of overbought just yet in the RSI. And we do have a big juicy green candle, but what concerns me is the following volume candle, which is a juicy red candle. And we don't like the juicy red candles. We like the big green candles. And we need a bottom tail on this particular candle that is forming right over here. Come on, give me another ABCD. That would be shocking because it is super extended. And I'm not convinced just yet. I need to see it start to pull away towards 420. 420. And it is a pulling and pulling. And it's trying. It's trying. I need a bottom tail. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a bottom tail or is it going to pull back? It is at a critical point at this juncture. And there goes the pullback. Okay, you know what? CPOP. Thank you very much for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
But what have you done for me lately? Time to move and see what's going on with other tickers.
We were also asked to check out TAOP again.
TAOP. Let's go take a look at TAOP. TAOP. We have a special request for TAOP. Hold on. We're spinning it on the record player right now. TAOP is selling off. It did not break the VWAP. It would need to start to curl up towards the 9 EMA, which is about $1.09, then break the 13 EMA, the 20 EMA, and keep on trucking. Hold on. CPOP in the house. Is it popping? It popped over 420 and I missed it. Oh my goodness. It hit 430. And wow, it is choppy AF. Choppy AF. Am I allowed to say that? Choppy AF? AF. Yeah, AF. That's not bad, right? Ladies and gentlemen, that's not bad. It's a bottom tail. It's red. We don't like red ones. No. We like the green ones. I'm going to put the alert on 420 again because I kind of like. Yeah, I like 420. 420, yo. 420. 420. Yo. 420. Bottom tail. Come on. I mean, it is super extended, but it's holding $4. Maybe it'll give me 450. Can you give me 450?
Ray says, thanks, CPOP.
CPOP for the memories. Yes, sir. Bottom tail, turn green, baby. Stay above $4. Come on. Up. I nod on the alert. We're going to come back to you, CPOP. I nod. Oh, wow. That's the one we did the video on 2 days ago. And yesterday it went up 59%. And it's still grinding upward. It had earning news. And, of course, it was a 23 million float. So it has to grind. It has to grind, baby. And it is curling up. And it's going to potentially test the high of day 1099, which was last Well, actually, it wasn't the high of day today. That was after hours yesterday. I mean, look at this beautiful movement. I mean, it was kind of grindy because of the high float, but it made its way up, and it looks like it may test the high of day. We're going to put an alert over here and come back to you. I nod. I nod to you. I nod. I nod. CPOP? CPOP. CPOP is still trying to break the $4 range. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a pullback. Let's see what else is out there. Let's take a look at IVP. IVP had the double, triple top, and now it is doing a flusharoo, ladies and gentlemen. And it also did a bull trap, tricking people into buying it. And now it's flushing like nobody's business. Oh my goodness. That's the problem with chasing reverse splits that don't have any news and don't have the volume. That's the problem. That's why we went with CPOP. We did a video on CPOP, and it went up 140% because it had news and a low float, and it had earnings.
Yes, sir.
This is despicable. Did IVP dilute? Because it's selling off really badly, and that kind of sucks. Ha! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to CPOP, which is the champion of the day. CPOP, and it had its run, and now is it done for the day, or will it come back? We will keep an eye on you, CPOP. We will certainly keep an eye on you and see if you can see through the pop. See through the pop. Man, the dad jokes are galore. CGD, this was called yesterday. Yes, CGD, called yesterday, ran over 80%, and it's currently up 33%, and it's curling. Curling. It needs some volume. How about CCSI? Let's see CCSI. Somebody asked about CCSI. And it's moving up on low volume, $16 stock, and it's currently up 27%. $17 is the high of day. Let's put an alert just in case it starts to get some volume and create some momentum, and we'll get a little ringy-dingy on it, and we'll take a look and see what it's doing. Okay, so those are a couple of the tickers that we're looking at. Let's see what else we got going on. INOD is moving, ladies and gentlemen. INOD, grinder, 23 million. High test, ladies and gentlemen. High test. Do we get a break of the high, which happened in after hours yesterday? It ran 59% yesterday. We did a video on it the day before. It ran 59%, and it's still moving on really strong earnings. Ladies and gentlemen, it is toying with the 1099 level. Yes, does it break the 1099 level? And does it go further north? That is the question indeed, ladies and gentlemen. CPOP is moving. We'll come back to you, INOD. You're going to be a grinder, but you have been earning for us. So thank you very much. Thank you. CPOP is moving again. It needs to break the levels that we have set up here. I put 420 just for shees and giggles. We are PG, ladies and gentlemen, or GG. GG. Are we GG? We GG.
Ray asked is TAOP going to do something? I thought it would.
Is it going to do something? Let's take a look at it. Let's go take a look at it because it was selling off TAOP. TAOP, it has to get over VWAP. It looks like it wants to maybe try a double bottom, maybe, but it hasn't formed yet. And until it forms that double bottom, it is a uncertain situation. It needs to start breaking through these three levels right here, 108, 109, 110, and then move to VWAP and eventually break through VWAP, and it looks like it's failing. That's what it looks like it's doing right now. So, not schmexy at this moment. It may have had its day in the sun. Is that the way you say it?
Yes,
the day in the sun. INOD is moving. INOD is toying with the 1099 level, ladies and gentlemen. Heavy floated stock with news, earnings news, and it is looking to break the high of day from, actually, not the height of day. It didn't hit 11. It hit 11, and this is how it's going to grind. So at this point, we will put another alert over here and come back And we'll coach you later until you start moving real seriously and you show me some seriousness. We'll come back to you later. 59% run yesterday. 59% run yesterday. Let's go and take a look at the videotape of what's going on with IVP. Can it come back or is it finito? It's trying to curl, but it does not look super healthy at this juncture. And it certainly looks like there must have been a potential dilution here. It needs to maintain above the $4 mark. And again, triple top with a flush. And there you have it. Triple top, flush. And that's exactly what happened. And of course, it had a bull trap first before it did the flush. Very predictable. Didn't have news, except for the fact that it did a reverse split, which means it was in trouble to begin with, as most of these small caps are, and without news, it just couldn't sustain itself. The humanity of it. AGBA. AGBA is doing its little early curl. It's currently up 7%. Again, this is a stock that has been grinding upward and moving very aggressively since news came out that it was merging and acquiring Trilla, a competitor to TikTok, and we called that before its parabolic run on April 18th, right around here. And we got a ringy-dingy on INOD again. INOD again, and INOD is now moving up $11.15. And it has a new high of 11.22. So this is going to be a grinder. It's up 7% today, plus 59% yesterday. That's a 67% in 2 days. 67% in 2 days. We did the video 2 days ago, and it went up 67% so far since we did the video. Yes. The arches on the McDonald's, the double M. No, we like it the W, the double bottom, the W. The W. We like the W, the double bottoms. That's what we like. We like it the double bottom. Let's take a look at CPOP. Looks like it's selling off. And again, it was super duper extended, and it gave us 140%. So not shocking that it's selling off somewhat. It's on the 20 right now. We need to see it bounce back off the 20 to become Shah Maxi again. Otherwise, it could do a flusharoon. But again, 140%. Ladies and gentlemen, that was exciting. That was certainly exciting. Let's take a look and see what else we got. How about VITL? VITL is also on our scanner. VITL has been moving up. It's a $38 stock. It's a little on the expensive side. It's up 29%, and it is a heavy float at 22 million. Not a lot of volume on it. Not a lot of volume. It beat earnings. The news on it is it beat earnings, and it is called Vittle Farms. Vittle Farms. It's a little Vittle Farms. That's what it is, a little Vittle Farm. Yes, indeed. How about Link? L-I-N-K. L-I-N-K. Let's take a look at it. Link. Link, L-I-N-K. Linky-dink. Linky-dink. Link, and there's not a heck of a lot of volume on it. Never mind. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
They want to see TAOP again.
TAOP, let's go. TAOP, let's take a look at TAOP. TAOP, let's take a look at it. And it did not hold this key level right here. It didn't hold the 200 EMA. It did not hold 99 cents. Okay, it, again, needs to really start turning back if it's going to do anything, but it looked like it pretty much round-tripped off of that news. Ladies and gentlemen, it round-tripped off of that news. And until it starts to curl, not schmexy, but you know what is schmexy? The stock that we called yesterday that went up 80% and then was up 40% today, SGD. SGD is now up 50%, and it has resistance right here at 96 cents, and it hit resistance, and now it looks like it might be forming a double top bear. It would need to really break through 96 cents not to be a double top, but right now it looks like a double top on the 1 minute, and it looks like a double top on the 5 minute chart. Let's get the graffiti pencil out. 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes. We got a top over here, and we got a top over there. And we don't like that. We want to see it break through 95 and break through 96 and keep on moving, keep on trucking. Let's draw some levels. Let's see if it can keep going. Let's see. Look at that. See that? That's where we're at right here. And you can see that we had called it way back when, where it had a triple top and it went down, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's all old drawings. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour, and it had a high of 98 cents. 98 cents back in April, middle of April. So we're going to get our graffiti pencil out and put a level over there, right at the 98-cent level. It had difficulty breaking through the $1 mark. The $1 mark. Let's see what it looks like on the 4 hour. It's toying with the $1 mark. It's toying, so we could create a couple of levels, maybe at 126 over here, and maybe 143 over there, and maybe right over here at that level. Let's go and put it at the 1 minute so we can take a look at it a little bit more carefully. And again, resistance definitely at the 96 mark. It had a high of 97. It's up 53%. Side chart.
Side chart.
We're going to put an alert right here, so that if we hear it go ringy-dingy, we will come back to it, because that will let us know that it's getting schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for schmexiness in these stocks. If they're not schmexy, they're not for us. Uh-oh, CCSI does a ringy-dingy. What's going on with CCSI? Did it move? It keeps on grinding up. This is up currently 29%. It has some news. Yes? No? Maybe? Consensus Cloud Inc. Q1 2024 earnings and the call transcript came out yesterday. That's the news. It's a little bit heavy on the floateroon at 13 million shares and not a heck of a lot of volume, under 100,000 shares being traded, but it is currently up 30%, ladies and gentlemen, on low volume and on earnings news. We're going to put an alert over here, and because it's a slow-moving stock, and I just can't watch slow-moving stocks.
No.
They're not
Schmexy.
They're not schmexy. Oh, hold on, I spoke too soon. 31%.
Oh.
Not schmexy. But it's moving up. It's grinding real slow. So again, we'll put another alert over here. And if we hear you do a ringy-dingy, we will come back to you. You are a heavily floated stock. You do have earnings news. So we will come back to you later. Later. Up.
Someone asked for J-O-B-Y.
J-O-B-Y? Joby. Joby. J-O-B-Y. Let's take a look at it. J-O-B-Y. J-O-B-Y. Special request on J-O-B-Y. It is doing a little bit of a curl. Let's see what's going on. It's up 2.66%. Q1 2024 earnings. But here's the problem with it. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here's the problem with it. 372 million float. How dare you? How dare you? And your volume is under 1 million? Seriously, Joby? You got to do better than that. You need to trim down your float. Trim down your float to become schmexy. To become schmexy. You are not schmexy.
You must become the schmexy.
You must lower that float. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to see a lower float than 370 million shares. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Ha! CCSI. Grinding up. It hit 1756. Meh. Okay, all right. I mean, not particularly very interesting. GWAV, a hot mess. GWAV, a hot mess. Ladies and gentlemen, a hot mess. Let's go back to TAOP, see if it can turn around, because it was flushing away. Oh my goodness, it's done. It's toast. I'm not even interested in it. TAOP, out of here. Get out of here. You need to get out of here with that BS. That's a BS over there. Yeah, the BS. Let's go take a look at another heavy float stock, VITL. VITL is curling, heavy floated stock, 28%. Registration statement under Securities Act 1933, Form S8, blah, blah, blah. Okay, heavy float, not a lot of volume, not schmexy, not even a side chart, I would say. Not even a side chart. Let's go and see what IVP is doing. Did it ever recover, or did it continue to go into the toilet? It's trying to curl. But this drop right here, I'm curious to find out whether or not they filed a dilution public offering. It looks that way. It looks like that way. And again, totally Totally predictable, in my humble opinion, that it would flush because of the triple top that existed over here. You could see our older drawings where we showed top, 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 and a flusheroo. And the sad part is it did a bull trap over here first and probably trapped a lot of innocent victims. And then did a flusheroo after that. That sucks.
TBLT, that's what
Which one?
someone requested TBLT.
TBLT. True build. Tough build. Tough build. Let's see what's going on with that. Not a lot of volume, ladies and gentlemen. We already did some levels for it, so let's go into a higher time frame. And you can see, theoretically, if you look at the 1 hour chart, 1 hour, 20 days, you could say that there is a inverted head and shoulders over here. Right? Inverted head and shoulders, which would be a bullish pattern. But again, it's on the 1 hour chart, which is a 20-day chart. And if we go and zoom in to a more current chart, you can see that there's just not a heck of a lot of volume. It needs news. TBLT needs news. It's up less than 1% right now. It is a micro float, 556,000 shares, but there's no news to totally keep it schmexy. Yes, yes, yes. And it recently received non-compliance notice from NASDAQ, right? Minimum price probably. My guess is it's a minimum price type of situation. But now it's up over $2.62. So it should have met the minimum price requirement, but not enough volume. Not enough volume to remain schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs to get some volume. Let's take a look at MSGM, which popped up on the radar. Let's see how it's doing. Let's see. Not a lot of volume. Not schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, not schmexy. Let's see if CPOP recovered. CPOP. CPOP. Ooh. No. It needs to be above 361. Let's zoom in and do an analytic of it. Let's get this graffiti pencil out. Boom. And we got this channel right here that it is acting as support. We need to see it stay above 362, which happens to also be VWAP. It happens to be VWAP. And look, this last candle had a bottom tail. It's trying to break through the various levels of indicators which are resistance. Let's keep an eye and see whether or not it can curl. It had a high of over 100% earlier when it hit $4.30. I missed when it broke 420. I was very sad about that. I wanted to see it break the 420, ladies and gentlemen, so that I could have a meme. It is curling.
Yes.
It's curling again.
Curl.
There's a curlage. It has 2.5 million worth of volume. Let's see what's going on here. It's not overbought on the RSI, ladies and gentlemen, not overbought on the RSI. And we're starting to get chunky monkey green candles, but we need bottom tails, not top tails. Not top tails. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. Does it have some confluence? See, on the 5 minute, on the 5 minute, it has a lot of top tails. I don't like that, but it showed support at the 362 mark, which is roughly VWAP. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Keep an eye on it. There is there's been a significant drop in volume. That's not good. That's not good. We'll come back to you. That's not schmexy. Listen, you did okay, CPOP. We love you. But what have you done for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be on the Serengeti looking for the next gazelle. Which one would that be? Would it be BNED? Could BNED be another one? Let's see. BNED. Let's take a look at the chart. And BNED looks not schmexy. Look at that sell-off. Yuck, 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 yuck. We don't like that, DBL moms, do we? No, we're not into that. No. Let's go to the thick stock CCSI. CCSI was grinding its way up. And once again, it is still trying to grind its way up. It's currently up 32%, but it doesn't have enough juice to make it schmexy.
Not schmexy.
Let's take a look at the runner from earlier this morning, AIXI. It had a major sell-off. Is there a recovery? We thought that maybe there would be a double bottom with a reversal. It failed. And now it looks like it is barcoding, which means there's not that much liquidity. And it means that the market makers are creating the liquidity, which means there's not a lot of volume, which means you're not schmexy.
Not schmexy.
You need volume. Volume time. Can we make a song out of that? We got to figure out a song for that one.
Volume time.
Volume time. Da 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 da. Volume time. Da da da.
We might
da,
get
da, da.
copywritten. No.
Are we? I don't know what that is. Da 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 da. Volume time. What was that from?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Ah, okay. Anyway, AIXI, not schmexy at the moment. CPOP. Are you going to pop back up? Yes or no? No or yes? Okay, it is in that channel at this point, so it has been selling off. Maybe you are done for now. Maybe you're done for the day. I don't know. We will come back to take a look at you. Yesterday, we called CTMX in our Discord, and someone is asking about CTMX. It is a heavy floated stock. It popped over 100%, and then it dropped. And you can see how nasty it dropped. And actually kind of predictable, if you will, because on the 1 minute, you can see, if I zoom in and go back to what happened in after hours, you can see, if I get my graffiti pencil out, that it had formed a shoulder, right over here, shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And then it did a sell-off. But the thing is, it sold off really hard. But again, a very heavy floated stock. Very heavy floated stock. So no surprise that it would sell off. But it sold off really, really hard. So I'm not sure what caused that. I don't know if it had a public offering or what. But right now, it does not look particularly safe. It doesn't look schmexy. It's got only 28,000 worth of volume, and the float on it is 63 million. Not schmexy at all, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not going to be schmexy, we just can't talk. I'm sorry, we just can't do it. We got to break up. We got to break up. I'm sorry. Link, L-I-N-K. Let's see what's going on with L-I-N-K. L-I-N-K on the scanner. Is it worth looking at? No! Negative. Nope. Negatorious. Negativeness. Ladies and gentlemen, not schmexy. SGD. SGD was up 50%. Now it is up 25%. It came down off of the double top. We said that it had a double top, and in fact, it was a double top, and then you had a massive sell-off. However, maybe we see a recovery. Maybe not. Not a play that I would take, but theoretically, you could say maybe, nah, I don't like it because it's a double top. I think it can still flush. It can still flush. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm going back to the Serengeti. I'm still hunting for gazelles because we're lions. Roar! Watch me roar. And we've got another stock with a low float on the scanner. NTBL. NTBL, ladies and gentlemen, NTBL is a moving 40%. Ladies and gentlemen, it has a high of 171. Let's see what's going on with this particular stock. It has a very low float, so there's going to be liquidity issues. It's not going to need a lot of volume to move. Let's see what's going on with the news on it. Let's see. There is no particular news other than there was an 8K that came out 2 days ago. 13 or 15D, I guess so, some insider type of activity, if you will. Yes. 170,000 float stock, and currently 1 million shares being traded. It has gone up to 34%. I'm not particularly so excited about the news, but there was quite a spike. It is currently in the overbought area of the RSI. It had a big juicy green volume candle, but now it's forming a red volume candle, but the red candle has a bottom tail. So if it turns into a green candle with a bottom tail, then we can talk. So let's keep an eye on it to see what's going on. But, you know, the level 2 doesn't look great. I mean, it's got a huge spread, so I'm not really feeling this. But you know what? I'm going to put a little alert over here, and if it can break the higher day, we'll come back and take a look at it. We'll come back. Wait. What are you doing there? No. INOD went up 59% yesterday, and today it is up another 9%, and it is testing, again, the high of the day. Again, it is a grinder. Why is it a grinder? Because it has a heavy float, but it had very positive earnings, and if you add let's say 10%. It's almost 10%. If you add 10% to the 59% from yesterday, let's go to the 5-minute chart. From yesterday, that means it went up 69% since we did the video.
Nice.
69%.
Watch out.
No. Oh, incoming. DBL Moms. Whoa. We're talking about the percentage, please.
Whoa.
Come on. DBL Moms is mean. Get my helmet.
Yeah.
I need my espresso.
And your helmet.
Oh, and my helmet. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having fun with us right now, go ahead and share the stream. Sharing is caring. Much love. Appreciate it. Thank you in advance. And I'm going to have my espresso. Nobody does it better with espresso than DBL Mom, the queen of stocks. Café Bustelo, baby. We're available. We're available for sponsorships.
Yes, sir.
Get it? Café Bustelo.
Tierra.
Oh, what just happened? CCSI just moved. CCSI breaking another level. It is now up a whopping 33% as it grinds up on earnings. Let's put another little reminder, maybe a little bit further up at around 18%. No, $18. $18. Create an alert at $18, and we'll come back to you. It keeps on grinding on earnings. And, of course, INOD has been grinding up on earnings since we reported on it 2 days ago on our YouTube channel. Channel. Okay, let's take a look at CPOP. It looks like CPOP has sold off. It looks like it formed a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. So we probably will see a little bit of a flushy-washy over here. But you know what? It went over 140%. So thank you for the memories. But what have you done for me lately? CPOP, what have you done for me lately? We're going to have to just keep on moving on to move on. BKKT, a low float stock. BKKT. Moving on up. $9.99. Looks like it may have halted, actually. Looks like it may have halted. Let's see what's going on with this stock. It's up 13% right now. And Is it a Bitcoin stock? It looks like it's a Bitcoin type of a stock. The float on it is 5 million. The volume is only 220,000. So we'll put a little ringy-dingy over here.
Yes, sir.
And we'll keep an eye on you. But, you know, you need volume. You need volume, and it looks like it's been halted, and that's always a good thing if it's halting up.
Rogue says, thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories. Rogue in the house. Thanks for the memories. The memories. Okay, so it is moving and grooving. BKKT up 13% as it grinds, and now it's kind of moving kind of slow. Low volume, kind of boring. Boring. So we're going to keep on moving and looking for the next gazelle. Ladies and gentlemen, it is after 10 o'clock and volume drops after 10 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, volume drops after 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, we have a volume drop, so it becomes more difficult to get these parabolic movements, the parabolic movements. EMBC is another stock that moved on a heavy float, and that would be EMBC, and it is selling off, not schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, not schmexy at all. CCSI, moving slowly as it inches its way up 34%. Ladies and gentlemen, 34%. INOD, another grinding stock up 9-ish% more or less. CPOP, let's see what's going on. CPOP is, in fact, selling off on that head and shoulders pattern that it just formed. I'm not seeing anything particularly schmexy at this point.
No.
What's the ticker? Hold on. BKKT did something just now. Let's see. Up. NTBL. Movement. Notable labs. What's going on with Notable Labs? NTBL is up 42%. Ladies and gentlemen, 42%. Do we have any news? I don't see any news in particular. Let's go down. It is 170,000 shares. 170,000 shares. That's the float. It is a micro float, and there is 3 million worth of volume volume, so we're going to keep an eye on it because it's doing a squeezy, maybe not so nice and easy. Not a very liquid type of a stock because its float is so tiny, and it is certainly in the overbought area, but it is trying to squirt its way up, and we're going to keep an eye on it. It kind of reminds me of Sizu. Remember that stock? But this stock has even less float, so let's watch it as it goes up 49%. And it's still moving, and it's still grooving, and we don't see any particular news on it. No. Registered statement on April 19th. Okay, all right. But I guess the main thing is that the float is 170,000 shares. Again, very CZOO-esque, CZOO-esque, right? And you got over 4 million volume right now, so we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to keep an eye on it because CZOO was one of those stocks that had a very low float. And it went parabolic over 100%, DBL, Nix.
Yes,
so
sir.
Will NTBL do the same thing? If this goes parabolic, would y'all share the stream? I love saying y'all because we're in Florida. We're in Florida. So I'm going to say y'all. Yeah, that's Y apostrophe all. Y apostrophe all as we watch the movement. It's kind of slow, but it is up quite a bit. It is extended on the 5-minute chart. It's extended on the 1-minute chart, but it's still moving. And now it's up 51%. 51%, 170,000 float. No particular news in particular, but maybe it does a CZOO type of a situation. CZOO. If you guys were watching the stream a couple of weeks ago, CZOO, which was also a very small floated stock, went up over 100%. Over 100%. So let's see what NTBL will do. Will NTBL be one of those type of stocks or not? It's still pushing. There's certainly an attempt to make it keep going. There is about 750,000 shares that are trading. It's moving really slow, but it is pushing upward. So we're going to keep an eye and see if volume comes in and makes it go parabolic. Looks like some volume's coming in, 54%. But it's a top tail. We don't like the top tails.
We like the bottom tails.
We want some of that bottomage. And of course, it is super extended on the 1, super extended on the 5, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see that it is a top tail on the 5. It would need to recapture up at 184. We seem to have a channel. A channel has formed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a channel right over here. And right over there, we need to see it stay above 171. Doubles needs to stay above 171. And we want to see it break the higher day, 184, and keep moving north. This is the 5-minute. Let's go to the 1-minute. And it is moving really slow. It looks like a doji, but it's trying to make a hammer formation with a bottom tail, and that's what we're looking for. New candle. Uh-oh, here comes the test of the high. Yes, no, maybe. Come on, it is trending. It is trending upward. Yes, it is. So we get our graffiti pencil out, and we could see that there is a trend. A trend. We need to see it hold that trend and keep moving up. It could pull back a little bit. That's okay. That's healthy. But then we need to see it burst through 184. Will it do it, or will it pull back? And if it pulls back, will it hold 171 and not flush down? Because that could be the beginning of a head and shoulders. So this would be a shoulder. This would be a head. And then it could move down over here and create a shoulder and then flush. Flush over here. We hope that's not the case. It is holding right around the trend line. It looks like it might break the trend. Let's see what happens. It is super extended. It is certainly in the overbought area, but there is some room still, and there are still quite a few green volume candles, but I'm starting to see more red candles. We need to see the red candles become green candles. Green candles. Okay, green candles. And I'm not 100% certain that that's what's going to happen with NTBL. I'm going to put an alert over here. We'll come back to it. It's not really that shemexy at this juncture. Again, it went up over 50%. That was particularly interesting. Here's a heavy floated stock, GTHX. GTHX, let's take a look at it. GTHX, let's take a look at it. And it's up 22%. GTHX doesn't have news. It announced inducement grants under NASDAQ listing rule. That was on May 1st. So no news, no current news. 44 million float, very high float. Volume is only 2 million. It is pushing up very slowly, but again, not particularly schmexy. Let's see what's going on with IVP. Did it ever recover, or did it go into the toilet completely? And so far, it's a sad state of affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a sad state of affairs because it seems to be forming a head and shoulders again. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. And that would be a bearish pattern, which means it could keep going down.
Oh, no.
Down. No. That would suck. Let's get into the 5 minute chart, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minute chart. And with the 5 minute chart, you could see clearly that it was forming a triple top bearish pattern and a potential flush was incoming before the bell. And it certainly happened right at the bell, ladies and gentlemen. And it still looks very bearish. No. Not interesting, not schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, not schmexy. Let's go back to CPOP to see if it recovered. CPOP gave us 140%. Well, it actually was more than 140%. 140%. I think it was 140%. Might be a little more than 140%. It had a monstrous run. We did the video on it in after hours yesterday before it ran 140%. Ladies and gentlemen, before it ran 140%. And right now, maybe, let's get the graffiti pencil. It's got a level of resistance right over here, but it is curling. There's a curl going on. So could it be doubles? Could it be? Let me zoom in. Let me get my graffiti pencil out. Could we have, hopefully, with a little bit of luck, could we have a descending wedge? Could we have a descending wedge? And could we get a round two? A round two, it needs to maintain a trend going upward. So far, it seems to be trending upward. But again, strong resistance at 343. This whole area right here has now become resistance where it was, in fact, support over here. But here is a resistance. So it would need to get through 343. It would need to break 359 on VWAP, break this other resistance area of 361, and really start to take over and move upward. Let's go and create some levels. Let's create some levels just in case it turns out to be a descending wedge reversal pattern. It's not clear that that's what it is right now. Okay, but we will keep an eye on it, and it may not be done. This could potentially run later on. You just never know. Again, not advice, just a show. Sean says, these mornings are great. They are great, especially when we are green, ladies and gentlemen. 140% runner, and I know that Sean banked on it because he told us in the Discord that he banked on it. Let's go, Sean. Let's go, baby. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap it up at this point. We're going to keep CPOP on our watch list because it went parabolic.
Yes.
And it looks like it could have a descending wedge, and maybe it goes a parabolic again. But this is not advice because we are not stock professionals or financial advisors. This is just a show, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly what they said. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe because we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. 2 days ago, we did a video on INOD, INOD, and we said, hey, it's going to move very slowly.
Yes, sir.
But it had good news, and in 2 days it ran 69%. Niceness.
Watch out.
Oh, DBL Moms, I'm talking about the percentage of its run. And then yesterday in the evening, we did the video on CPOP. On earnings, low volume, China stock, and guess what? It went up over 141%. So subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out our YouTube videos. They're pretty schmexy. They are schmexy. We're schmexy. You guys are schmexy. Everybody's schmexy when we're green, and we look good in green.
Yes,
green is good. GG. Green is good. Greenability. We love greenability. Okay, if you're not following us on Twitter, aka X.com.
We are at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. And if you're not following us on Twitch, we are at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
On Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to join us.
To like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded, and remember to share.
On our YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join us in our Discord, we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. Don't believe me? Come and take a look at it for yourself with your own eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, we start monitoring early in the pre-market. We watch it all day long, and we watch it in after hours, and we don't complain about needing a break because you know what? We got our big boy pants on.
Yes, sir.
We don't complain.
No.
We just grind, baby. The hustle is real. It's all about the money. Yeah, Coach Nick Money, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Nick Money. So 99 cents to do a trial with us on our Discord, and $39.99 thereafter. Give it a whirl, swirl. Give it a whirl. Ladies and gentlemen.
Comment section below.
It's in the description, and it's in the comment section below. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Nick Money.
And DBL Nick's in the house.
And the one and only stock queen herself, DBL Moms. And we love you. Stay